I got hired by my dad to do IT. I know very little about IT besides games. These are my IT stories. B first day. Woman asked me if I can install the latest version of Adobe Reader. Yeah, I got this. DL like a boss. Wow, you're like a computer expert. Well, you know. Asked to input admin credentials. Forget admin credentials. Try admin password. Nope. .jpg. Oh crap, something's going on with the server. Be right back. 3 months later, she still doesn't have Adobe Reader. B day 2. Angry guy on the phone asking me about some weird in-house program. Have no idea what the f he's saying. There's a pause. He's waiting for an answer. Think back to the IT crowd. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Like restarting? Give me a sec. It worked. Day 3. Hot sales rep comes in with laptop issues. She's 9 out of 10 cougar. All flirty with me. Tells me she needs something updated. Can only hear her boobs. Her laptop smells like strawberries. Download Adobe Reader for her and hand it back. Day 4. Figure out how to turn off servers. When people start asking for help, go into server room, turn off servers, come out oblivious and start downloading Adobe Reader. Eventually people start screaming, "The site's down! The site's down!" I'm on it. Run back to the server room, play Hotline Miami in the back for a few hours, turn server back on near end of day, come out server room, wipe brow from face. I did it. People are singing my praises saying I saved the day. Really just saved the girlfriend in HM. Day 5. Run into Cougar at coffee machine. Ask her how things are going, just a general statement. Instantly thinks I'm talking shop. Starts telling me all the shit's wrong with her computer. She doesn't see me as a human, she sees me as an IT. Tell her to drop off her laptop. She does. I upgrade her IE. Download Adobe Reader. Restart the machine. Everything's working. Run it back to her. Fix my hair. Check my breath. Act like I saved the day. She's in her office on the phone. She motions to put on her desk. I do, kind of linger. Is that everything, hun? Leave. Hear her say, "Oh, it was just IT." Just IT. That's all I am now. Day 6. Really bored. Decide to download a Game Boy emulator and play some Pokemon. The web filter's blocking it, so I turn it off. The whole thing, I don't know, just whitelisted. I turn it all off. Get to emulator site, but now I need to turn off antivirus. Use the admin, which I now know to do it. End up turning off the whole antivirus settings on the server. Download my emulator and ROM. Play my game. Guy comes into my office. I think I caught a virus. Me, gotta catch 'em all. By the time I'm facing Misty 4, people have viruses. Day 7. Same guy that was yelling at me day 2 is yelling at me. He can't remotely log in just as I am about to leave to go home. Try turning it off, then on again, then call me back. Go home. Day 8. Guy called from day 7 calls back. He's pissed. Tells me he lost a client because of my stupidity. Shit happens, man. I lost a Team Rocket like 10 minutes ago. What the f*** are you talking about? Click. Day 9. One of the printers is out of toner. Some fat guy tells me to change it. It's a toner, man. Can't you change it? I'm working on this huge issue with the server. Was really downloading Steam. It'll take a second. God, I have much more important stuff to do. That's why you're here. Sigh and go do it. Can't figure out how to open the cartridge door. Start hitting it like I do in Zoolander. Tell the poor mentally challenged guy in the mailroom I have a special job for him. He has to hide the magic egg in the chest of Hewlett-Packard. Go back to my server business. Half an hour later, the fat guy comes into my office. What the did you do to the printer? change the toner. He just starts shaking his head and muttering shit. We walk over to it. The mailroom guy jammed the cartridge in the wrong way and actually lodged it in there so half of it is sticking out. The door can't even close. There's black handprints all over the printer too. Can feel the guy judging me, so I just spew bullshit. Looks to be a problem with the network. The printer was down for over a month before I figured out we have a printer guy on call. Day 10. Have to set up a projector in the boardroom. Can't find a Thunderbolt to HDMI cable to hook it up. Too lazy to go to the store. Don't even have a corporate card either. Tell the people needing the projector that there's a compatibility issue with MacBooks. They use some guy's Dell book. The files from the Mac end up not running on the Dell book. Call me in mid-meeting. All these business people staring at me as I am randomly clicking folders as fast as possible to look like I'm a pro. Download Adobe Reader. Double-click files. Works. Thanks, Anon. You saved me. Day 11. There's a new hire. No one told me anything. Get screamed at that there is no computer for this new person. Going back to see if we have any spares. There's a few, but there's also some really old PCs from like the early 90s. Boot it up. Works. Set up new person. Everything lags. You open Adobe Reader. Massive lag. Send out the computer. It's the best thing we've got on short notice. Get like 40 SharePoint tickets the first day from that person. He's a real stickler for help. He ends up quitting the very next week, saying he can't work under these conditions. Day 12. Someone's computer crashed. Set up computer. Remember something about profiles being saved on the network. Go back to the server room. Look at the server rack like a total idiot as I try and figure out in my head how this works. Tell the guy all his data is lost and there's nothing I can do. But my project, I have to present that to the board on Friday. Gone, man. It's gone. Play Sim Theme Park the rest of the day. Day 13. Roll up to work an hour late. Whole office is in chaos. Follow frame.jpg. He's here. Go into my office, open up mail. Dozens of emails like, hey, is there something wrong with the server I can't log into? Any idea why the site is down? The server's actually down. Adobe Reader can't save me now. Just go back there and do what you did last time. Everyone thinks it's an easy solve. Literally shaking in the server room because I don't know what to do. Nap in the server room for entire day. People are pissed, can hear them banging on server door. We've missed deadlines. Leave at 6:30 p.m. The CFO sees me in the parking lot. He's been in a meeting all day, doesn't know about my struggles. You're still here? That's the kind of can-do attitude I like to see. Day 14. Server is down. My dad's asking questions. Everyone is pissed. Take an early lunch. Overhear some guys at the restaurant talking about buying a new modem for the office. HailMary.jpg. Hey, sorry to bother you during your lunch, but would either of you happen to be IT? Before either of them could read me the riot act and tell me something like, how the f*** dare I? I'm IT too. I show them my hand that I scratched up crawling wire on the floor. They nod. What would you try doing if your server is completely f***? Have you tried restarting it? I go back and restart the physical machine. It f*** works. Day 19. Some guy crashes a program, so I have to re-input the settings. Go into his cubicle mate's computer. Check settings. 2 hours later, you wrecked my computer. I want my computer back exactly how it was. I don't know what you did, but something's off. My USB drive is buzzing. What the fuck? I didn't do shit to your computer. I checked a program you open 20 times a day. Super pissed, so I go back into the server room and play Thomas Was Alone. Hear a knock on server room door. It's the cubicle mate. Hey, thanks for fixing it. Fixing what? My USB drive. I didn't do shit, lol. Oh yeah, don't mention it. Day 20. Spent entire day cleaning the server room up. Getting it all nice. Just unplugging network cables willy-nilly so I can color coordinate them. People are losing their shit. They are randomly getting kicked off. Tell people there are some issues with our ISP. I make sure to say ISP, as I have now learned by speaking in abbreviations, no matter how common, makes you sound techie. By the end of the day, the server rack is all classy looking. Unfortunately, I never mapped anything, and a handful of people can't connect because their ports aren't connected to anything. Tell them the ISP will have it done ASAP and go home. Day 21. Now that the server room is all clean, I set up all the test boxes in the back. 8 machines in total, all connected to the network. Try joining monitors all together like you see in cool threads, like the racing ones. Realize these are old monitors and you can't do that. Come up with the great idea of Bitcoin mining with these boxes. Set it up for the first half of the day. After lunch, I'm mining. Terribly, but I'm mining. People start complaining about server lag. Blame the lag on the Olympics. Suggest that the whole office must be streaming it. Ban the Olympics on the web filter. Office is divided. Can see the divide in my email. People who are pissed about not being able to watch the Olympics. And the keener ones who think it's all work and no play at work. I've officially gained power though. People respect me for making this mandate. He's a real company guy. Day 22. It's birthday day. Office celebrates all the month's birthdays. Take cake. Challenge people in the office to GoldenEye. Keep saying, hey, I'm just taking a 5-minute break for some cake. Want a quick game? Own the shit out of all of them. Realize I did absolutely nothing all day but eat cake and game. No one ever noticed. Day 23. Cougar calls in from the road. She's having trouble accessing a key app for a client on her iPad. She tells me its name. Have no idea what it is, but make sure to sound astute. Ask her if she's using Wi-Fi or 3G. How do I check? Never mind, let me check from my main core system. Google the app, but nothing comes up. Ask one of the other salespeople. Oh, it's just an infographic on our main site. Tell the hot cougar to come into the office because it's going to require me to hardcode the changes in. She drives 2 hours to come to the office so I can open up Safari and bookmark it to her iPad homepage. Day 24. People heard from the 45-year-old events planner I do house calls. Bunch of idiots are bringing in their home computers, mobile devices, anything technical for me to fix. Tell people I can only do it after hours and I charge $20 for small stuff and $50 for large. Most of it's simple fixes. Windows updates or Adobe Reader installs fix it. But then I get it. The laptop from hell. This fat Indian guy hands me his laptop in a plastic bag, not a laptop bag, a plastic one. What's wrong with it? You tell me, genius. Load it up and it's asking for some system restore or something. Just hit next and OK. Fixes it, but it says I need to load CHK disk. Figure that has something to do with the CD drive. Open it up. There's a thick fucking layer of breadcrumbs in the tray. Tilted the machine to its side. Motherfucking breadcrumbs just pouring out of the laptop. Restart the machine. It loads perfectly. Turns out the guy was using it as tray for his morning bagel. Fucking toaster laptops. Day 25. Even though I'm shit at IT, one guy thinks because I'm IT, I'm super techie. He asks me what my favorite browser is. Google Ultron? Is it like Chrome? That's what I meant. Yeah, but better. It's what NASA uses. Cool. Could you download that for me? Gulp. Yeah, no worries. Literally start shaking the mouse back and forth so fast you can't see the cursor. Then Control-Alt-Delete into Task Manager. There you go, all done. It looks like Google Chrome, but it's really Ultron. No one else can tell. To this day, he still thinks he runs Google Ultron. Day 26. Some woman calls me over. It'll just take a sec. It's super simple. Shit. Asks me to hook her up to a new printer. She hops out of her chair and lets me sit down. Forget how to add network printers. Her and her friend are talking right over my shoulder, staring at the screen. Is this going to take long? I fake deep thoughts as I stare at the screen with one hand on my temple. Anon. I have a deadline. Is this going to— What the f***? Both of the women are startled. There's a virus on the machine. And I just storm off like I'm pissed. Day 27. Learn about a remote access tool that the whole office uses. Decide to haunt the nice old lady from before. I randomly move the mouse for a few hours. She struggles to do basic tasks. She comes and asks me for a new mouse. Oblige her. Hook it up and leave. Look back at remote tool. Mouse is moving again. She opens up Word. I begin to type. Hi. No response. Hi. Hello? Who is this? It's death. Day 28. A guy asked me to burn him a copy of a DVD for a presentation. Holy f***, I know how to do that. Burn it for him. March back down to his office, proudly holding the DVD high in the air. Woman tries to stop me. Hey, can you?
Not now. I've got IT business to attend to.
Hand the guy his burned DVD. This might be one of the first things I've done right here. Tear in my eye. So proud of how far I have come. I am true IT. 5 minutes later, I get a call. Hey, yeah, there's nothing on the DVD. Day 29. Give the new hire her new laptop. Nothing is set up right. Forgot to hook up her Outlook to Exchange. No worries, she did it herself. Cool. She asked me if I can type in the admin credentials so she can download some social media tool. Sure. Up the login credentials like 3 times and get locked out. Have to unlock it from my machine. Can't figure it out, but go back because I left my Game Boy in her office. She starts making small talk. So where'd you go to school to become an IT person? She's on to me. Try logging in once more to admin account. Locked out still. Yeah, you know what? I think this hot suit extension is a virus. I don't want that shit on my network. Day 30. Here's where shit starts to really hit the fan. As you know, I had set up a Bitcoin mining rig in the server room. It was just eating up all the bandwidth. The whole network was barely operational. And now, because of my ineptitude and blaming things on viruses, people started a rumor that the whole network was being attacked by a rogue hacker group. After lunch, I get pulled into a meeting with all the execs. The jig is up. As you know, we've been experiencing a multitude of issues with our network. I'm f***ed. From the lag to the viruses, so f***ed. We want you to head up the investigation and find out who's doing this and why. Roll on the floor laughing. I am the f***ing dirty cop in the force who's tasked with finding the dirty cop. I'm the f***ing law. Day 31. Tell people I'm running server calibrations. It's like dusting for fingerprints. No one's the wiser. Show this one middle-aged guy with a beard how to use a web app. Go to favorite it for him and put it on the toolbar. Notice all his favorites. Big titty housewife, pajama butts, Mexican girl on bus. Mouse over them as I mouth read them. He starts freaking out. Begs me not to tell. Why shouldn't I? I'll buy you lunch. Got 10 chicken nuggets. Day 32. For some reason, the entire office is having to fill in a CAPTCHA every time they Google anything. Have no idea why this is happening. Google Ultron guy asked me if this has to do with the virus and if he should be backing up his data. First, always back up your data. He nods to my tech savvy. Second, it's a security measure I've put in place. There are robots afoot. He nods again like my word is law. Day 33. Ultron guy blabs and tells everyone about Google Ultron. Now everyone in the office has a SharePoint ticket asking for it to be installed. A few of the more competent people are asking me what the Google Ultron is. I just give them the finger guns until they walk away. Oh! Have to spend entire day going from desktop to desktop pretending to download Google Ultron. Literally spend 3 to 4 hours pretending to download software that NASA uses. One girl asks me if this is even legal. Are you a cop? She reports me to HR for criminal-like behavior. Have already explained to HR what Google Ultron is. HR thinks it's real. HR thinks NASA uses it. HR tells the narc to stop interfering with important technological matters because the narc doesn't know anything about IT like me. Doesn't know anything about IT like me. Day 34. Been playing Portal 2 all day in my office. Haven't heard so much as a complaint. Haven't had to update Adobe Reader or Adobe Flash all fucking day. Something's not right. No one said shit about it. Poke my head out of the office. Everyone's heads down, just typing away. Starting to get worried. Ask a guy how his computer is working. Great. Ever since you downloaded Google Ultra, my whole computer has just been flying. What the f? Do a quick Google search on Google Chrome. Supposedly, it automatically downloads the most up-to-date versions of Adobe. Oh my fucking god. If I don't have fucking Adobe Reader, I'm fucking out of a job. Send out mass email. Attention, do not open Google Ultra as it has been hacked. Spend rest of the day uninstalling and making IE the default browser. Day 35. People are becoming restless with the hacker virus stuff. They wonder why I haven't solved the case yet. Some even believe it's not a hacktivist group like I've been hinting. We're not just dealing with amateurs here, we're dealing with the best. And that's why I need to update your antivirus scanner. Just to strike the fear into people, I covertly turn on the computer of a person who's sick and stationed right in the middle of one of the larger areas. Turn off her monitor. Put speakers full. Then go back to office and remote in. Play Wham's Jitterbug at 3-second intervals throughout the day.
Jitterbug. Jitterbug. Jitterbug.
Eventually, people start coming to my office to report this. I nod. It's worse than I thought. What? What is it? It's the Jitterbug Gang, one of the world's best hacking groups. I've never heard of them. That's why they're the best. Day 36. Check messages. Local police called. Fuck. Need to speak with me since I'm IT about recent hacks in our organization. Delete message. Cougar comes into the office. Asks if I can adjust her desktop so the wallpaper changes every couple of minutes. Sure. Head over there with her. She tells me she's getting a divorce. Oh. Says she's actually starting to date again and it's pretty awkward. Fuck it. Wanna maybe grab a beer sometime after work? She laughs. What? I mean, why not? You're joking, right? You're IT. My eyes well up as I stare at Adobe prompts me that Reader has a new update. Just gonna download this. Day 37. Feeling like shit today. Cougar told her sales friends that I tried asking her out. People are laughing behind my back. Can hear the whispers. Ooh, haha, IT, ooh. Want to just open up a computer and jump through the moving CPU fan. Mean sales guy who usually calls, yeah, that one, stops by the office. My laptop's not working. I trudge over to his desk with him. Hit the power button for a reset. Don't say anything and just walk away. If that's all you ever do, why do we need you? Turn around. What? If you only ever just restart my computer, why are we paying you? I can restart my own damn computer. Grin. Have you ever repaired a server here? Do you know how hard it is to get it operational? Remember how we were down for a day and a half? He shakes his head. That's what I thought. Of course I just restarted it, lol. Day 38. Still feel like shit after the Cougar shut me down. Decide to block one major site on the web filter every hour. Feel like the Joker doing it. First YouTube, then eBay, then Reddit. Hear the moans from people as they read my web filter note. This is a place of work, not a fun house. One woman storms into my office. This is not funny. This is serious.
Why so serious?
I ask her. I need you to unblock eBay. Lol, seriously. I have an auction ending in 5 minutes. Put it back on the safe list. But it was too late. She missed out on her cell phone case. Day 39. An investigator comes to the office. The execs were worried that we had too much to lose and wanted to bring in a professional. I'm f***ed. Show him around the office. He keeps asking to see the server room. And this is Carol. She's a riot, aren't you, Carol? Doing everything I can to stall. We go back into the server room. He compliments me on how neat the cables are. Think about picking up a monitor and bashing his skull in and then running away to Mexico. Can't do it. I'm not a monster. I'm IT. The guy goes into the server. Asks me for the login info. Figure the jig is up. Give it to him. He logs in. Opens up IE. Looks over his shoulder at me. You don't need to be here. It's fine. I need to be there when it happens. He literally starts shaking his mouse really quickly around IE, clicking on random parts on the screen. I know, because a pop-up for Home Depot came up. He starts muttering to himself, Watch him type in Adobe Reader in Google. He downloads it, swings his cursor around some more, and then finally goes, Fuck hackers, right? We are brothers, he and I. IT brothers. Day 40. Wake up and realize how lucky I truly am not to be fired or worse. See Cougar Girl walking into the office from parking lot. Asks me how things are going. I think we finally put an end to the jitterbug gang. No, I meant not work stuff. Look at her strangely, then smile. Oh, you know how it is. She flicks her hair and then laughs. What the fuck? Cool. I'm having problems opening a file. Can you open it for me, hun? Sigh. Yeah, sure. We walk into her office. She's being all flirty. Click on the SharePoint link on a PDF file. Won't open. Download Adobe Reader. While it's loading, I ask her what she's planning on doing the weekend. I'm going to the mountains with this guy for our first getaway. Stop Adobe Reader at 80%. Walk right out. I am IT. Day 41. This hot yoga girl from events comes into my office. Her keyboard keeps typing in French. Too busy playing Flappy Bird to care. So, are you going to help me? If things slow down, I've been swamped all day. I'm going to kill you. She waggles her glorious yoga butt away. Cute girl, and don't even care anymore. Just want day to end. I hate this job. All I do is get yelled at and download Adobe Reader. I can't even find the joy in games anymore. Dad walks by. Sees I'm looking blue. Dad takes me out for lunch. Pats me on the shoulder. I'm so proud of you, son. To date, the company is in shambles. And I still am primarily an Adobe Reader downloader. But I wouldn't change any of it for his very next words. I love you, son. Thanks, guys, and thanks, Dad, for the job. Don't forget to download your Adobe Reader, guys.
Be me. First day of year 10th, Brit Fa. Arrive at school at 8 a.m. I have about 30 minutes to kill. See my friend by the geography building. We'll call him Eddie, he's important later on. Head on over. Oh shit. Jocks start approaching him and are picking a fight. Turns out Eddie is going out with one of the jock's ex. We'll call that jock Brad. I walk over and try to break up the fight. Eddie starts throwing punches. Teacher sees the fight from his office and storms over. Kill me .jpg. The teacher is Brad's dad. Brad spills the beans and says I hit him. WTF dude. Teacher goes rage 9000. Autistic yelling .mp3. Follow him to the languages building. Go upstairs to isolation room 1. Isolation is basically detention except for the entire school day. It's boring, plus no supervisors, because they lock the door. Teacher straight up shoves me into the room. Sit down in there, and don't even think about leaving. Do as I'm told, because I don't want to piss him off even more. He locks the door and walks down the corridor to the other isolation room with Eddie. Immediately become bored. Notice something poking out one of the cupboards. Walk over. Holy shit, a laptop. Yes. Even better, it belongs to one of the technicians. Put a sticker on it with his login details too. Bingo. Log into that shit. Notice document of teacher timetables on the desktop. Jackpot .png. Turns out the teacher has a lesson just down the corridor after break. I plan revenge. Open up Impero to get ready. Realize that the laptop could be traced back to the isolation room and it'll be suspended. Remove the laptop from X05. Change the details of laptop and account on the school system. I'm now the terror that faps in the night. I am Hackman. Break ends. Look at the CCTV feed of teacher's classroom. He goes outside to speak with students. Look at his screen via computer monitoring. Emails, nothing too interesting. Notice one with the subject hey baby. Open it up. Holy sh*, he's talking with a hook via his school email. She sent him a video too. This is perfect. Look at the CCTV feed. Shit, he's coming back. Go to his inbox. He's back on his PC getting the presentation for his class opened up. Brad walks into the class. Evil laugh point wow. Brad turns on the projector for him and sits down. Teacher stands by the interactive whiteboard and starts talking. Use Impero to take control of his computer. Go to his Outlook and open up the video. He doesn't even realize, because he's too busy talking directly to students. Video starts playing at full volume. It's a sex tape of him and the hooker. Students start laughing. Brad is in shell shock and trying not to cry. Teacher frantically tries to turn off the video. No good. I control his computer now. MFW, I'm WikiLeaks. Open up his Outlook again and compose a new email. Cheating will get him nowhere. Hackman. Attach the sex tape to the email. Send it to his wife. Teacher has lost his shit. Storms out of his class and goes to his office. Check the CCTV. He's crying his eyes out. Shut down the laptop and put it in my bag. My work for today is done. Word of the incident spreads like wildfire. Hackman is hailed as a hero by the kids bullied by Brad and his gang. The teacher quits next day and Brad moves to a different school. Mission accomplished. 1 week after the sex tape leak incident, headmaster holds assembly about the whole ordeal. Everyone is pissing themselves laughing.
We will be taking legal action when we find out who has been misusing the school system.
Challenge accepted. .png. After assembly, I go straight to the storage room, get out the laptop from last time. I took it home with me for further Hackman exploits. Technician never found out. Go to the news on the school website. Let's get right into the news. Managed to find a way to add articles onto it. Start typing up some breaking news. 5 minutes later my addition is complete. Open up Photoshop. Get an image of the headmaster. Get an image of a woman. Schedule article for release at 8:35 AM tomorrow morning. Go to my lesson. The teacher didn't realize I hadn't been in her lesson for half an hour or so. Now we wait. 8:35 AM the next day. Get into class. Teacher opens the news page so she can read it out to us. Class bursts out laughing at the first article. The headmaster comes out as a woman. Attached is a photoshopped image of the headmaster's head on a woman's body. Below is another message. Don't threaten me, Miss Hackman. The school board see the article. They think it's legit. Send headmaster emails congratulating him on his bold transition. Headmaster has to hold a staff meeting to state that he is not trans. Embarrassed. Eggs. 2 months after the headmaster incident, mock exams are happening. Due to revising and doing the exams, not much time to be Hackman. Parents will beat me if I get bad grades. Decide to revise for history on laptop at the school library. Immediately bored. Decide to fuck around with CCTV and see what's going on. Some teachers are outside the languages building. Check what's going on with the technician's office. One guy is playing Rocket League. Legend. .png. Notice one of the cameras is off. WTF. Turn it on. Regret it immediately. There is a Malaysian techie in his office watching hentai. Hentai for fuck's sake. Hackman instinct kicks in. Impero has a screen sharing thing that you can broadcast to other computers connected to a system. Broadcast my screen to every computer in the school. Put the live CCTV footage in full screen. Everyone in the school is watching the Malaysian jerk off to anime schoolgirls and tentacles. Just as he busts a nut all over the screen, the lead technician walks in. He and Malaysian start yelling at each other. Malaysian gets fired on the spot. Close the CCTV footage and open up Word. I leave a message for the students. The Malaysian masturbator is down and out. Make sure you aren't next. Hackman. Hackman is promoted to legendary status in school. Malaysian masturbator is never seen again. MFW teachers start hailing Hackman as a hero. 3 days after the Malaysian masturbator was defeated. Get called to the ICT office. What point JPEG? Head on down and enter the ICT office. Headmaster, lead technician and lead ICT teacher are there. Oh fuck, I'm so dead. Almost piss myself in fear. Lead ICT teacher tells me to sit down. Kill me now. .png.
As you know, someone has been causing problems for the school.
Fuck.
I know that you have quite the expertise in ICT.
I guess so.
I want you to help monitor the school system and catch the hacker.
No fucking way. MFW, I'm Dirty Cop tasked with hunting the Dirty Cop. I would love to help. Get given special access to the technicians building whenever I want. Also given admin powers on my regular school account. All in all, that was a pretty good day.
Today was a good day.
2 months after being tasked with hunting myself basically, in the technicians building, I've basically replaced the Malaysian masturbator. Get to use his office and PC whenever I want. Thankfully they cleaned the spunk off of the PC. Been doing routine school system checks for anything suspicious. Check the website. No way. .jpeg. Guess who's back? Hackman has replaced the school logo. Some fucker has stolen my name and game. Look in the site's editing history. Fuck idiot. Didn't edit his shit on X05. Track the computer. It's in the science computer room. Look at the CCTV. There is one person in the class. It's Eddie. Lead technician walks in. He's traced Eddie's PC too.
We've got Hackman now.
He and the technicians go up to the science building. Oh shit. Eddie is so fucked. 2 minutes later the techs enter the science computer room and Eddie is taken to the headmaster's office. Word spreads that Eddie is Hackman. Can't have him take the credit. Go to the storage room and get out my laptop. Take control of the headmaster's computer via Imparo when he's out of the office to speak with Eddie. Delete system 32 from his PC. Take control of the deputy headmaster's computer and leave message. Miss the real deal. Mol Eddie, Hackman. Headmaster comes into his office and his computer is bricked. He sees the message on deputy's PC. He is pissed. Eddie gets let off because the headmaster thinks that he wasn't behind the site edit. Winning. .png. 6 months after the Eddie dilemma. Not much has happened. A few minor trolls on teachers I didn't like. Still haven't found the hacker for the teachers. Want to end year 10th on a high note for Hackman. Get the perfect idea. Last day of the school year. Everyone gets to choose what they want to do for the day. Arrive early in the morning. Open up laptop. Unblock all the blocked or filtered websites. Leave a sticky note on as many computers and laptops as possible. Consider this a end of year gift, Hackman. Soon people on computers are accessing YouTube, Facebook and Steam. Others find out all websites are unblocked. School turns into the fucking Wild West. Some jocks are watching fake Taxi and Brizzers. Tards are straight up eating keyboards because tards. Thoughts are on Instagram. Huge influx of users on the school user space. Normally it's only 200 or so students every hour which the servers can handle. Now you have at least 1500 students all on at the exact same time. The servers go down. The internet in the school is fucking dead. The school is nothing without the internet. Everyone gets sent home early so the techs can fix the servers. Lol. .jpeg. Be me. First day of year 11th. Still a bread unfortunately. Because of exams, I want to put Hackman in the past. Get to English class and wait. Decide I'll play TF2. Open up laptop and boot up Steam. Fucking updates. Technician walks by then stops.
Hey, is that my old laptop?
Myself. .png. No.
Oh okay, I thought I recognized it.
Sigh of relief. .gif. Corridor doors burst open. Jocks are picking a fight with Eddie again.
We should have known you really were Hackman, you c***.
Oh god, Eddie.
This is for Brad.
Knocks Eddie out with a swift punch. Get the school nurse. Eddie is sent to the hospital. Turns out he was telling people that he was actually Hackman and Jocks overheard him. Jocks managed to get away with it because teachers are stupid. One last time. Go to the toilets at break and hide in a cubicle. Manage to access the school email account of each jock. Justice for Eddie. Each jock gets a different teacher. Mainly really old art and design teachers. Each is a simple sentence. Wanna f***ing night at my place. Send. A few hours later, jocks are called to the headmaster's office. People look through the door window to see all the teachers that the emails were sent to are there. The headmaster has gone ballistic. Jocks get isolation for the rest of the school week. Get a sticky note and pen. Get a hoodie on and cover my face up. Go to the isolation room that the jocks are in. Rush in, attach sticky note to the door, rush out with a thumbs up, and leg it down the corridor. Note: read this is for Eddie. Be careful about what you do. When he comes back, I'll be watching. Hackman. Jocks try to tell people that it was Hackman behind the emails. Everyone thinks they're lying, and that it was a joke that backfired. People think they forged the sticky note too. MFW justice has been served. 2 weeks after the jocks won a incident, the school changed a lot of over summer. There's a new building for autists and tards. No point eggs. Not even going to set foot on the steps of it ever. Go to my first lesson. Midway through I get called out by one of the social carers.
Anon, you're good with IT, right?
Yeah, why?
There's a technical problem in the social care building. Can you fix it?
Great, I have to go and sort out the TARD's technical issues. Turns out the techers are busy. Busy doing fuck all probably. Walk into the TARD building. It reeks of and piss. Potato-faced autists look round at me flailing their arms around. I'm a lead to the root of the problem. The DVD player isn't working. TARDs want to watch Thomas the Tank Engine again.
They watched it last night as an evening treat.
Open up the DVD tray. Vomit point PNG. An autist or TARD had, at some point between the previous night and at that moment, taken a in the disc tray. My hand is now covered in I'm out. Go to the toilet to wash my hands. Decide to take my revenge on these Break time. I'm behind the TARD palace. Autists and TARDs go outside to play. Sneak inside and head to the Wi-Fi router. Autists and TARDs use iPads that are connected to this router. Remove all the cables from the router and head to the toilets. Flush them all down a loo. Straight up throw the router out the window and into the woodland. Revenge complete. Wait outside for TARDs and autists to come back. Hear them go f***ing berserk when they go in and can't get internet on their tablets. All I hear is the screeching and crying of those assholes. Was it a dick move? Yeah. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was. 1 month after the attack on TARD Palace, Techers had to buy a new router and cables for the TARDs. People believe Hackman was behind it. They couldn't be more correct. Got a study though. No more Hackman now until year 12/6th form. Or so I thought. There's a new villain in town. We'll call him the Drug Lord. He's the new kid at school, and as you can guess, deals and does drugs. Teachers and police have no proof that he does, so he can't be arrested or tried. One day I'm on the laptop after school, researching Nazi Germany for upcoming exam. Get bored and decide to look at the CCTV feed. See the Drug Lord on one of the cameras. Switch cameras to see where he goes. Drug Lord arrives at the pond surrounded by bushes and trees. Ideal hotspot for druggers. Bunch of younger chavs and thots show up. Start filming the footage on my phone. Drug Lord gives kids weed and cocaine plus SD. Kids hand him a handful of money. Stop filming when they all leave. Connect my phone to laptop via USB. Create a new email account for Outlook. hackman@outlook.com. Send me Bob's and Vagana please. Compose a new email, attach the footage, and send it off to the headmaster. We may have our differences, but I think that you'll want this in order to get a drug-free school. Hackman. Next day a police van is outside the reception building. The drug lord gets filmed being taken away. He gets interrogated and awaits his trial. Headmaster says that
A former nuisance helped in the arrest.
over public radio. Hackman's next stop. Hollywood. 2 weeks after the drug lord was arrested, walking up to school, get a call from Eddie.
Dude, the drug lord is out.
What?
He got fucking bailed out, man.
I want a KMS point JPEG. How the f did he get bail?
I don't know, man.
Very helpful. If drug lord finds out I'm Hackman, I'm truly fucked. People say they've seen drug lord around the school campus. He's looking for the headmaster apparently. Find out that drug lord is 18 and in year 13th. I just need to seize an opportunity. Drug lord and headmaster have to come face to face. Find out drug lord's phone number on the school system. Call him up asking if he can hit me up with some good sh**. Tell him to meet me by the sports hall after school. He agrees. 3 p.m. rolls around. Call up headmaster's phone pretending to be a parent. Say that there's a fight behind the sports hall. He says he'll be right down. I watch from a safe distance. Drug lord sees the headmaster. Headmaster sees the drug lord.
Who the f***'s your former nuisance then?
Drug lord starts running towards the headmaster. Oh god, what have I done? Headmaster legs it. Drug lord gives chase. Other teachers see and go to the aid of the headmaster. Physical education teachers try to take down the drug lord but fail. The drug lord runs into the woods and gets away. Police carry out a search party, but don't find him. MFW, I now have an archenemy in the form of the drug lord. Four days after the great chase, previous attempt at getting the drug lord arrested failed. Chilling out in the office playing Skyrim. Fuss road up, motherfucker. Hear the door open, turn around. Can you guess who it is? Of course you can. The drug lord is pointing a knife at me.
So I hear that there's a hackman in your school.
I nod.
You were tasked with finding him, I heard.
Nod again.
Then do it now or I will you real bad c***.
I try not to laugh. Drug lord is really not that intimidating. He has the chaviest accent I have ever heard. Plus he has buck teeth and shitty clothes. Pretend to be tracing Hackman. I've got him. He's in the storage room. Drug lord makes me lead him to the storage room. Unlock it. Point to the doorway on the right. He walks down it. Grab a plank of wood and hide by the doorway waiting for him to come back. Feel like I'm playing Hitman in real life. Turn and hit him in the face with the plank. He's knocked out. Call the police and tell them to get down to the school faster than f***ing Sonic. They do so. Drug lord gets arrested, doesn't get bailed out and better yet, is found guilty. Sentenced to 15 years in prison. Last I heard he had a bad time in the showers. 4 months after the drug lord dropped the soap. Exams are nearly over. Haven't had time to be hackman. I must end my career on the ultimate high note. Won't be coming back here ever again. I caused the servers to go down. What can top that? Idea. Head on down to the storage room and boot up the good old laptop. Go to 4chan.org. Go to /b/ and /poll/. Start a thread in each requesting help. Give the address of my school. Fellas, at 10:30 AM. Go here and be as offensive as possible. People are up for it. Next day after last exam. Go out to the cafeteria and see hundreds of betards outside. They are dressed up in some weird shit. One tall guy's in a penis costume. He's compensating for something. They sellotape images of hardcore porn on every building. Some go as far as to sellotape group porn too. A few guys gain access to the computers and search up how to join ISIS. Then /poll/ arrives. 100 people in Nazi uniforms marching into the school. All are holding Nazi flags. One guy had a HWNDU flag. They start marching around the school yelling as much offensive shit as they can.
The school supports the FBI for demolishing 200 towers on 9/11.
Autism isn't real.
Fucking normies, get off my school grounds.
Keep in mind they were screaming this stuff at year 7s and 8s. Some start going into classrooms and jumping on tables yelling
Praise Keck.
Headmaster was tricked into saying
Hitler did nothing wrong.
Someone went into the cafeteria, whipped out their dick, and pissed on the food. Eventually the police were called, and so 4chan had to flee. And that, my friends, are my stories of my years as the autistic hackman. Four months after the drug lord dropped the soap. Exams are nearly over. Haven't had time to be hackman. I must end my career on the ultimate high note. Won't be coming back here ever again. I caused the servers to go down. What can top that? Remember the one I've been saving since the beginning. Next day after last exam. People are all going home celebrating. Not Hackman. Head into the storage room and boot up laptop. Access the school system. Go to the headmaster's user space. Go to his videos folder. It's still there after all this time. WikiLeaks point JPEG. Time for Hackman's last strike. Open the video and broadcast it to every screen in the school. See students vomiting in the classroom near the storage room. Teacher gets a boner from watching the broadcast. The video is of the headmaster having a gangbang with the deputy headmaster and a bunch of other teachers. All of those in the video were forced to resign by the school board later that day. My work as Hackman is done. Take the laptop to the technician's building and leave a sticky note. Consider today's events a parting gift, Hackman. I walk off into the horizon. And that, my friends, are my stories of my years as Hackman. (23) Fresh out of college. TFW, no job, no GF, no life. After months of searching, say f it and work for a temp agency, get a call one day that some tech sales company needs someone to organize their files. F it, it's money. Greeted by HR leader, 8 of 10 MILF. Go to HR. MILF City. Spend a week hanging out with the MILFs and organizing physical files. Notice that no one really pays attention to what I do, but they all enjoy talking to me. One day I'm told to print some documents. A printer is right next head MILF's desk. I look up the IP of the printer and connect the shitty ThinkPad laptop I was given to it. As it prints, the MILFs look to me like I'm a god.
OMG Anon, how did you get that to work? You must be some sort of computer genius.
What? Discover that IT is just one guy who never does and they've asked him to connect their computers to the printer for weeks. I hook up everyone's computers in 30 minutes. I'm now tech god, lord of the MILFs. What was a week-long contract turns into a month-long contract. Come in every day and blow their minds doing simple shit on computer. Told to make spreadsheet about employee information.
This should take you a day or two, Anon.
Complete it in an hour.
OMG, you're so good with computers that would have taken me forever.
Slowly gain the affection of the MILFs. All throughout this process I keep hearing about how IT sucks and the one IT guy who works for a company of around 100 people never does anything. I figured he was just busy, until one day I see the man I shall refer to as the Beast from here on out. One day installing drivers for various shit on HR MILF's computers. In walks the Beast. Large fat greasy man around my age. Completely underdressed, groaning as he moves. Says he's there to connect people's computers to the printer. They explain I took care of it. Our eyes meet. A rivalry is formed. The Beast knows his rule has been upset. And now the MILFs, a strong alliance to have, flock to me. He scoffs and walks off. MILFs talk about him.
Yeah, he doesn't talk much. No one is really too fond of it. LOL, Anon, I wish you worked with us.
But we don't need another IT guy.
A plan is hatched. I will be IT guy, lord of the MILFs. Day after day I do everything IT should do, which really boils down to installing drivers and connecting hardware. One day I try to connect printer to some old fat computer. Discover there's a password on printer. Passwords are on everything. Go directly to IT and ask the Beast if I can get the password. The Beast smirks.
Don't worry about that stuff. I'm the IT guy, I got it.
IT guy returns to his lair. MILFs displeased since I can no longer help them out. Over the next few days I just filed all this confidential shit like employees past run-ins with the law. Notice the folder for the Beast. His name is on the IT door, so that's how I know it's him. Open it up and flip to his history with the law. See, he got caught stealing from a store in 2012. Look through notes made by HR employee. This motherfucker stole a 3DS from GameStop and got a misdemeanor for it. Laugh and get back to work, determined to take him down. I will be IT guy. Notice the beast goes to lunch at the same time every day. He takes an hour-long lunch break. He doesn't leave IT unlocked. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know, if I can get into IT room I can end him. The mecha of the IT room is calling to me. It will be mine. One day the beast leaves for lunch, and doesn't lock IT room door. No one pays attention to me. This is my time. Enter IT room. Terrible stench enters my nose. Wires everywhere. Servers not organized at all. Cheetahs on his desk. The company paid this motherfucker 52k a year to live like this. I approach his computer, looking for something good. Boot it up to see Pokemon wallpaper on computer. Files scattered across desktop. One is plain text document entitled password. Open it. Turns out its password has been Charizard 1, 2, 3 this whole time. See another folder. ROMs. Jackpot. ROMs and emulation software for Game Boy, SNES, all that shit. Open a few games. He was actually really far in Pokemon Blue, and was halfway through Chrono Trigger. His Pokemon party sucked though, and for some reason he used a level 42 Ditto. This is all the evidence I need to take him down. Snap a few pictures of the ROMs. Head back to HR happier than ever before. I will be IT guy. Return to HR and show them ROMs. Feel like a dick, but the beast must be conquered. Have to explain to them what ROMs are for like 30 minutes.
So, he downloaded video games to play at work?
Explain that it's illegal to download ROMs. HR agents. They call him in when he gets back from lunch and show him the pictures. He rages at me.
He isn't supposed to be in it. This is an invasion of privacy.
I was just trying to help out HR. I didn't mean to see any of this, but wasting the company's time is no joke. I sound like the biggest fat, but I'm laughing so hard as the MILF seat it up. He gets fired the next day. As he was walking out, I had a strange moment. You know in Star Trek Wrath of Khan, where Khan says to Kirk in another life we could have been allies? I felt this way about the beast. He wasn't a bad guy, just a lazy person who played games all day, and that's exactly what I planned to do in IT, but it had to be done, for the MILFs. I'm instantly the next candidate, and go in for an interview with HR. Best interview I ever had. This lady didn't know shit about computers, so I just threw around buzzwords to sound intelligent. Well, you see, I've been dealing with RAM-based systems for quite some time, and in order to optimize a system of this size you have to delete any potential virus programs to optimize the megabyte data flow.
Oh wow, Anon, I never knew that.
Get the job in a heartbeat. Enter IT the next week. Nothing has been cleaned. The Great Reconstruction begins. Spend a week eliminating his stench from IT. Keep all his ROMs on the computer. Spend half my days installing shit for the MILFs and everyone else in the company. The other half playing his Pokemon file. I released Ditto, because who the f needs a level 42 Ditto? All their files are physical files. So when I get bored I begin the insanely long process of making everything digital. Scanning a few dozen things a day, checking data with employees. It's a good way to kill time and meet people. One day I'm get a file for a woman around my age named Emily. She didn't fill out everything on it, so I go down to speak to her. Enter sales and go to the cubicle with her name. Emily is not at her desk, instead there sits a goddess. If there has ever been a 10/10ths for me, it would be Emily. Spaghetti in my pockets as I approach, but then I remember the truth. I'm IT, Lord of the MILFs. Emily will come to worship me in time. Sit down and go over the file with her. Can't keep my eyes off her. Absolutely beautiful and charismatic. Return to IT with file. She will be mine. Over the next week I stopped digitalizing all the information. Emily is the main objective. First pull her personal file. Find some good information. Bank account numbers, employment history, past altercation with the law. None. Nothing to really go on. Then I find her resume. It's a solid start. Resume reveals where she went to school, and her cover letter reveals more. She enjoys music, has played violin for 11 years. It's a start. Take all these files, make copies of them, and bring them home with me for reference. I return to IT, and for over a week I make up plausible excuses to me near her. One day her computer isn't correctly transferring data to IT. Oops, oh well, guess I have to spend the whole day at your cubicle. Another day a virus may have affected her system, and no one else's. Open a terminal on her computer and type basic commands such as "is" to bring up a lot of text. Oh wow, yeah, this will take a while. Guess I have to spend some time with you at your cubicle. Do this for a week and slowly get to know her. She's really cool, loves music, and actually plays some Vidya. Too much spaghetti in my pockets to ask her out, but I bide some time. Eventually realize I'm retarded for not just monitoring her computer when she goes on Facebook or something. Get her Facebook password, dig some more. She's single. I know her bank account information, her friends, what she likes. The time to strike is now. Don't want to just ask her to a movie or some shit. I have too much information. That would not be putting it to good use. See that a symphony is playing at a nearby theater hall. Decide to buy 2 tickets to it. Holy shitballs, symphony tickets are expensive. Have to take a risk. I have too much information not to. The next day I go to her cubicle to fix up her computer. It's been acting up a lot lately. I better spend more time with you. While there I ask her what her plans for the weekend are. She looks a bit reserved, may think I'm asking her out. She says she's hanging out with some friends from college, then asks me what I'm doing. Explain that I was going to see this symphony with a friend, and I'm a huge fan of live violin music, but my friend backed out and now I have an extra ticket.
OMG Anon, I play violin, that's so cool.
Oh, well, I mean, I do have this extra ticket, and I would hate to go alone. Would you like to come with me? She's totally down, says she can be with her friends anytime. Begin to offer up. Well, it's in the evening after dinner, so how about we get some food beforehand? She's fucking down with it. Word gets to the MILFs we are going out this weekend. They're all awesome, like a bunch of moms I'm attracted to in some weird up way. All telling me to have a great time with Emily. The wooing process begins, and I have knowledge on my side. Go to pick her up on Saturday. Dress up well. Figure a symphony is a pretty formal thing. Get at her house. Fucking Aphrodite emerges before me, allowing me to bask in her glory, wearing low-cut dress. Dat cleavage. Choke on my words a little when I greet her like a beater. She laughs a little bit, and we head out. Have a great dinner together. She talks about Vidya a little bit. Her interest in Vidya surprises me. As she talks about GTA, I nearly slip up and almost say your file said nothing about you liking video games. Thank every god man has ever worshipped I didn't do that. Dinner goes great, then we go to the symphony. Actually pretty fun. She's loving it. I take her home, nervous, and beat her as shit at the door. She takes the reins.
You know Anon, some of the pieces they played are pieces I know how to play. If you have a moment, you can come in and I'll play you a piece.
I feel like I'm in some fancy movie. Who the fuck makes an offer like that? I enter the domain of the goddess, spirits soaring. She will be mine. I'm IT, Lord of the MILFs, tamer of the goddess Aphrodite. Her apartment smells like flowers. Shit is fancy as fuck. Nice furniture, nice setting. She lights some candles. She plays violin, and is really good at it. I watch her play violin in the candlelight for a few moments. She finishes and I tell her she's amazing. She blushes. This is it. Go sit next to her, smile, and ask, so what do you want to do now? It's time. Make out for a bit. Can't believe my situation. Getting paid $50k a year to help MILFs hook up their computers to printers. Making out with a goddess. This is insane. We only make out. She doesn't want to go further. Agree to go out next weekend. When I get home I destroy the file I had on her. All the information must be committed to memory now. No loose ends. No chances. Return to work on Monday. MILFs in HR swarm me. Tell them we are going out again next weekend.
Oh Anon, that's so sweet. Oh, by the way, I can't connect to the internet.
Get back to work playing Final Fantasy VI and digitalizing files. Whole week is amazing. Whenever I see Emily we smile. Maybe speak a bit. We go out the next weekend and things are great. 1 month later we are still going out. Get invited to her place. It's time to bang. I'm IT guy, Lord of the MILFs, soon to be lover of Aphrodite. We make out. She takes off her top. Perfect tits, little pink nipples. Take it to the bedroom. Lay her on the bed and just look at her for a moment. Can't believe we are banging. Looks like a cross between Tori Black and Eva Angelina. We got at it for 3 hours. Physically and mentally exhausted afterwards. She suggested we take a shower together. No way am I turning that down. Bang in the shower for 30 minutes. Pass out on the bed. Things are great for 3 months. 1 week at work she's rather distant, avoidant and cold. Says she needs to talk to me. Oh Thursday night I go to her place. She just takes me to the bathroom and points to the counter. There's a pregnancy test there. Oh She's pregnant. She's upset. I'm just confused. Can't believe this happened. She's crying. She's confused. All this shit. She wants to keep it. She's shaking and scared and worried about what I will do. There I am, IT guy, lord of the MILFs, lover of Aphrodite, soon to be dad. Go outside on the porch to get some air. Mind is blank. Don't really know what to do or say. I come back inside and see her sitting in the same chair where she played the violin for me. She's in a beautiful apartment. She's a beautiful person. The room is warm and smells good. I just stand there for a moment and look around at everything. In 4 months I went from a jobless college graduate with no GF and spaghetti in my pockets to IT guy, lord of the MILFs, and lover of Aphrodite. Fuck it, this is no big deal. Tell her I love her. She tells me she loves me. She burst into tears. I hold her. We agree we are going to make it work. We are going to have a kid and love each other and make it work no matter what. Fast forward to current day. My son is 2. Emily is asleep right now. I'm comfortably drunk typing this story. Then I'm going to go sleep with her. It all started by digging around at a job, getting the beast fired, illegally copying confidential information, and getting the most beautiful girl I had ever seen pregnant. We are getting married in 8 months, moving into a house in 3. MFW and I've never been happier. Life is crazy B. One day you're a fat straight out of college. The next you're a father and almost a husband with a great family. Keep it B. Life works itself out in great ways. TFW Emily and I spent the day playing Dark Souls 2. TFW my son loves Red Hat Guy and watches me play Super Mario 3. TFW it all worked out. B grade 10 mid-year. Uncle is the school principal. One of my homeroom teachers doesn't like that. Thinks I get away with things too easy. Just a regular student, living the student life. Teacher gives me hard time in his class. Calls me a little half the time. Get mad, decided to ruin his day. Devise plan that I didn't know would grow into something more epic over the years. One day first morning break time. Run over to dickhead teacher's class. No one there. Pull down pants and hover my ass over his luxury teacher's chair. Release the crate. Epic 10-inch turd. Push his chair back into desk. Bell rings. Conveniently have his class next. Students take their seats. Dickhead has no idea. Gives 10-minute lecture before sitting down. He pulls out his chair without looking. Sits, eyes widen, jumps up. Turns around, all over his pants. Class laughs. Runs out the door. Class laughs for the whole day. Don't see dickhead for the rest of the day. Next day, his class. Dickface sitting there waiting for everyone to get in.
I don't know who this pooping bandit is, but whoever you are I'm gonna make sure you are expelled.
Class laughs. Teacher yells and hands out surprise test. MFW no one knew I did it. MFW I felt proud being called the pooping bandit. MFW I now have a secret reputation. MFW I start devising my new plan. 2 weeks after shit pants incident. Talk about it starting to die down now. Dickface teacher still treats me like shit. Learn his routine. Notice he leaves his coffee cup on his desk during lunch. Bad move teach. Lunch break commences. Sneak over to his class. Cup is there as predicted. Coast is clear. Jimmy the door open. No one around. Pooping bandit instincts take over. Hold cup against my ass. Been saving this one for 2 days. Managed to squeeze out 3 4 to 5 inch babies with a pinch of rose on the top. Set cup on table. Surprisingly it almost looks like a bouquet of shit. Clean myself up and leave. Camp out in my next class, conveniently across the faces class. Students come back in droves. Start hearing laughter next door. Students yelling in hallway.
Pooping bandit has struck again.
Students from hallway start piling in Dick Face's class to see my masterpiece. Dick Face finally shows up. Sees my still warm bouquet. Loses his storms out of school. Janitor comes by shortly to collect my artwork. People start trying to figure out the identity of the notorious pooping bandit. Start to think of where I'll strike next. 1 month after my lovely gift. Last week of school before summer. Students start talking about the pooping bandit like a hero. Feels Goodman Point JPG. Sitting quietly in class. Beta kid hands me a note. If you are the pooping bandit can you do? Explains he has a bully problem. Tell him I'm not the bandit. Little does he know, I heard the call for justice. Cases situation. Find said bully's locker. Go back after school when it's quiet. Pooping bandit mode activated. Jimmy his locker open. Release my justice dispenser into a plastic bag. Smear justice all over his locker and belongings. Leave a sticky note on justice covered door. Try not to be a asshole next year. With very warm regards, the pooping bandit. Clean up and leave school. Next day, locker clean out happens. Cause last day of school. Hear gossip about my form of justice. Teachers laugh. Students laugh. Bully leaves school and is never seen all summer. Janitor comes by to clean out his locker with a hose. Janitor laughs to himself the whole time. Beta kid telling everyone about his role. That was the day the pooping bandit became a beacon of justice. Grade 11 only gets more epic from here. Grade 11 starting day. Go to school orientation. Get introduced to new faculty. Principal, my uncle, brings up the pooping bandit incidents.
If you are in the crowd, please stop this behavior or you will be yada yada blah blah.
The pooping bandit is not afraid. Feels challenged by my uncle. Realize the pooping bandit has no uncle. Principal in my sights. That afternoon. Break time. Go over to principal's office. Jackpot, no one in there. Hop on desk. Release justice pellets. Well, I wasn't planning this today. Bunch up my nuggets with a ruler. Pull a toothpick I carry around. Plant it in the neat pile I made and attach sticky note. I'm not afraid. Challenge accepted. Warm regards, the pooping bandit. Clean myself and leave through window. Cause it to many people out the door. Next morning over the intercom.
There was an incident in my office yesterday.
Tells the school there will be a reward for any info related to the incident. MFW when things are just getting started. Week after principal incident. Be at pep rally in gym. Jocks on microphone. Start mentioning the pooping bandit. Say they have him. Gym doors bust open. Guy wearing nothing but a black cape, bandana mask, tight shorts and rubber boots runs in. Crowd goes crazy cheering. Jocks start mouth bashing the bandit. The bandit gets chased away. At this point I realize the jocks are asking for it. Devise plan. Week after pep rally. Find out who the fake pooping bandit was. He's in with the jocks. Acquire 4 sacks of horse justice outside town. Go back to the school in the cover of night. Break into jocks changing room. Let loose 1 bag of justice all over the shower area and turn on the showers. Use the other 3 justice filled bags for the lockers. Distribute evenly. Find mock bandit's locker. And now for the best part. Stick my ass in the locker and justice everywhere. Leave it open and put my note. That was quite the flattering display at the rally. Don't let it happen again. With very warm regards, the pooping bandit. Whole thing took 3 hours to accomplish. Clean myself and leave. Next day. Get phone call from friend.
The fucking bandit got the jocks.
Find out school got closed due to extreme vandalism. The pooping bandit reaches legendary status in school at this point. Things start to get more challenging from here. 3 weeks after Jock's incident. At this point everyone is suspecting everyone. Police come to school to question suspects. I never get called or noticed while they were there. Principal offers another reward. One student says he knows my identity. He heads to the principal's office and isn't heard from for the rest of the day. Start to hear he confessed to my crimes. Gets a 1-month suspension. MFW. Feel bad for the guy. Go to his house in the dead of night. Slip note through the mail slot for him. You have done me a great service. You get one favor. With warm regards, the PB. Start walking down the road. Hear a voice from his house.
If you're there, hit that bitch Ashley.
Little shocked how fast he responded, but okay. Work his case. Find out he's going through a bad breakup with said girl. Basic she cheated blah blah blah. 1 week later. A bucket I've been shitting in all week in backyard. Take bucket over to her place during the night. Take paintbrush. Picasso mode activated. Cover 2 sides of her house in art. Notice one of the windows open on the 2nd floor. Fuck yes, it's a room. Put on some rubber gloves and start making ball with the rest of my paint. Compact it as dense as I can. Lob my paintball. Success. Gather my supplies and leave. Next day. Hear that the pooping bandit hit Ashley's house. Overhear her best friend saying a shitball landing on the bed and rolled onto the floor. Lol internally. Full guy wasn't seen in school for the rest of the year. 2 weeks after bitch incident. Start hearing bad stories of Fall Guy. Expelled, charged, possible jail time. Start feeling bad. Devise half-assed plan to clear his name. Overhear students talking about how sick and crazy Fall Guy is. Start feel really bad. Plan can wait. Name needs to be clearing now. Throw plan out the window. After school. Pooping bandit mode. Sneak over to principal's office again. No one there. Tip filing cabinets over. Bad mistake. Notice there's a ceiling fan. Pooping bandit instincts take over. Hop up on cabinet. Poop into glove I had. Plop 3 magnificent turds on the blades. Climb down. Leave note. Someone is taking credit for my work. Very naughty. Warm regards, the pooping bandit. Mid clean up here footsteps. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Pull up my hoodie and Kenny my face. See window. Door flies open. It's the principal back for something. Look of horror on his face. I'm perched halfway out the window. Principal turns on fan/light switch. Shit flies. Cheerio my dear chum. Jump out and run my ass to the woods. Next day. Sketches of the pooping bandit everywhere. Still never caught. 1 month after shit hitting the fan. School is taking the pooping bandit more seriously now. Doors being locked and changed more often. Teachers on the lookout for any suspicious people. Students taking credit about pooping incidents. Be in sitting class one afternoon. Door bursts open.
The pooping bandit got the bathroom.
Really surprised I jump up with the rest of the class to go see. Teachers already blocked off the area. Fuck cop as I whisper to myself. Decide to get PB some self-justice. 1 week later. Couldn't find out who the new bandit is. Decide to one-up his noob prank. Find out the cafeteria food schedule and case the place. Head 2 towns over to a pharmacy to buy all the laxatives I can. 30 minutes before next lunch period. Head to bathroom. Pull out socks I purchased while on my trip. Stuff them down toilets to clog. Go to girls' bathroom and do the same. Leave note on stall doors. I do not like glares and fakes. Warm regards, the pooping bandit. Head over to lunch area. Lunch staff are having a smoke outside before lunch. Sneak into the kitchen. Find my target food, rice pudding. Looks like a healthy meal today with justice served for dessert. Dump 11 bottles of lax and stir. Leave and go back to class. Teacher didn't even notice I was gone. Lunch bell rings. Head over to lunchroom. Realize I could be a suspect for obvious reasons. Fuck, gotta do this. Get my food plus the rice pudding. Make sure my friends see me eat it. Realize I fucked myself over. Immediately fake sickness and leave school. Saturday, next day. Friend calls.
Did you hear what happened yesterday?
No, what happened?
PB got half the school. It was a fucking disaster.
Proceeds to tell me what happened. Almost die laughing. 7 months after cafeteria incident. Got girlfriend. Hard to be PB now. School remembers the cafeteria incident as PB day. No one mocks PB anymore. 2 weeks before summer break. Morning just getting to school. Getting restless since last outbreak of justice. Then it happens, the miracle I've been waiting for. GF says she has to leave town for next week. The gears, cogs, and barrels start moving. Last week of school. Been working a case for a month. GF complains about group of 4 skank picking on others and herself. Time for justice for PB's special lady. Skank are graduating this year. They do some dumb parade the last day of school for them. Skank have their own car in the parade. They are first in parade. Parade ends with water balloon fight. Night before parade. Do the bucket thing again over the course of a week. Break down justice with water and mashing tool. Fill 2 laundry baskets with balloons of justice. Rinse and Febris. Day of parade. Everything is going according to plan. Have justice filled baskets in the back of car. Park car at where the parade stops for the fight. Nonchalantly place baskets next to others. No one notices cause lots of people bring baskets. Leave and wait for the skanks to get to the end. 2 minutes before end. See jocks grab one of my justice baskets. Starts handing them out. No f***ing way. Can see skank approaching the end. Run from the inevitable storm. Balloons start flying. Skank float slowly start turning a healthy color of justice. Jocks keep throwing. Didn't realize what they threw. Crowd screaming. Skank crying. Jocks get arrested. MFW watching the whole thing from afar. 2 months after parade for justice. Starting grade 12. School assembly on first day. Cops and principal at assembly. Inform school that there is a new school policy against vandalism in any form. School beefed up security. New locks and doors everywhere. Principal announces cameras will be installed eventually. I break a sweat. PB is officially challenged. Week after assembly. PB is smart. PB joins the video club cause they have access to the future cameras. Get a key to the school due to club. The barrels start moving. 2 weeks after joining club. Case the new school plans. Start writing down plans in my little black book of charts. Bad idea. Take bag of supplies to school in the cover of night. Key makes it easy. Work my way into video room. Move massive cabinet away from wall. Take out a small hand saw. Cut hole in wall. Hole leads to school vent system room. Crawl my way in with small bag of justice. Find the vent that leads to principal's office. Dump justice in various places and vent. Smell makes me nauseated. Throw up adds to smell. Make my way out. Patch up hole for future use. Move cabinet back. Walk over to principal's offices, aka not PB's uncle. Leave sticky note. I'm back my old chum. Warm regards, the pooping bandit. Clean up a bit more and leave. Next morning. Teaching staff crowding around principal's office. Most are gagging from smell. Can't find source of smell. Principal uses a few air fresheners over the course of a week. MFW the whole week. The bandit is back. School starts. Still trying to find my biggest target. Want it to be perfect. Won't be as fun to do once I graduate. Go out with a bang. JPG. 1 to 2 months go by. I realize I need to get rid of my buckets and piss gallons before they freeze for winter. Target acquired. Homecoming. Now 2 weeks away. Spend a whole weekend hatching a plan. I need to get in with the homecoming committee. What luck. Friends are losers. Of course one would be on the committee. We'll call this friend Oscar. Start asking lots of questions about how the homecoming parade is set up. Realize I already hit the summer parade last year. It'll have to be the football game. Find out school play is the week after homecoming. New target. Manage to get on the set building team, access to the set, auditorium, without suspicion. Perfect plan comes together. Spend a week of moving my a bucket at a time, into 2 small plastic tubs that I bought at a convenience store 2 towns over. Is now hidden over the auditorium, 5 buckets over the stage, piss and mix in 2 plastic tubs over the audience. Halfway through the second act comes, I'm finally ready. Sneak away from the set crew, climb ladder to ceiling. Rub on myself, so it's not obvious after it's done that I'm the one not covered in worth it. Have the 5 buckets on a string, pull string as I tip both tubs over audience. Obvious pandemonium. I tied a rope in the corner of the auditorium opposite to the ladder. Principal sees me, goes to ladder. Lol, Uncle you'll never catch me. MFW I get away with it. MFW my uncle has and piss on him, and I got away with it. My family talks about this every year at reunions. I must laugh to myself. Go down in internet and real life history. MFW. That's all for the biggest caper. Thanks for watching. Warm regards, the Pooping Bandit.